So Dallas is going to be talking to us. This is a hot button topic for me because I am a very big proponent of having independent vendors.
There I am.
Hey, what's up, Dallas? How are you, buddy?
Good.
We got there.
There we go.
How are you, man?
Good. Well, except for the technical difficulties, but that's Facebook Live.
That's okay.
So I'm just happy to be here and to answer questions and just basically talk about real estate since I've been around it my whole life. So
cool. So we're going to dive into what your product is and what you are the founder of in a second. Actually, you know what? I suppose that would be very helpful. Can you give everybody out there who's watching Inman, can you give them like a synopsis of exactly what premo is?
Yeah, well, without being overly vague, because some of the things we're doing are a little outside the box, and we feel might be fairly obvious when we present them.
Okay.
But basically what we're trying to do is we're trying to address some actual issues that we see in the real estate industry. The first one being, and don't get me wrong, there's plenty of issues.
Yeah.
But one of them we see, so is an outdated value proposition. I just noticed that over time, agents are not necessarily struggling, but when you're sitting in front of a client or a potential client at a listing presentation, and they're saying, what are you going to do for me? And they say, well, we're going to do this, and you'll have all this exposure and 60 websites or all this stuff. And they're like, yeah, that's great, but what does that mean to me?
Okay.
And how are you going to present what I'm looking for now? Because now we live on our smartphones, and people are so used to having data at their fingertips that to have to squeeze out basic information about the sale of your home through your agent, we just need to basically upgrade the entire operating system, not only how agents do business and conduct business, but also how they interact with their clients.
So can you give me an example of some of the things that Premo will do to help both clients and agents?
Sure. Well, from a business standpoint, Premo is going to be a very simplified UX, UI in regards to, it's going to be really easy to use. We feel that cramming a bunch of features into software, I mean, these aren't cars, more features isn't necessarily better. What we're focusing on is features and agent KPIs or agent goals that they actually care about. Most agents, if you ask them, well, what was your listing attrition rate last year versus this year? They'd be like, what? Like, I just know that I sold more houses last year than I did this year, and I need to figure out how to turn it around.
Okay.
So the first element is a simplified business interface where you can manage your buyers, your sellers in an easy way.
Like
number two,
like an advanced CRM or something.
Yeah, I would say that with the conversations that we have with other vendors and data providers and web services, they kind of have a hard time putting us into a category. It seems like every time we're having a conversation, they're like, oh, you guys are this. And then I talk a little bit more, and then, oh, you guys are this. And then I talk a little bit more, and they're like, okay, what are you guys? And so basically the second part of it is to streamline communication and the exchange of documents between agents and clients. And then the third thing is really diving into basically the way that agents are going to have to transition into a new way of marketing. Based on what I've seen, at least on social media, is three things: fear, anger, or just pure, what's the word? They're just ignoring it. They just want to stay away from what's changing. So there's an element to what we're doing that's going to kind of help agents. We're going to kind of grab them by the hand and limp them along through the social media mapway, so to speak, where not only can they get used to it, get more prepared at it, but we're also going to give them tools and tricks and different things to help them get their business to 2020, where they actually have a savviness now, where they look at doing social media or any type of online marketing that's actually efficient, not buying leads, obviously, to the point where it's as comfortable as ordering postcards. That's where it should get. And the agents that figure that out and realize they're going to have to play the long game and put in time and work on the things that make them them. You know, if they're into hiking, they need to do hiking videos and do this and do that and attract people that are into the same things they are.
It's ironic you say that. I had the same conversation this morning. I was speaking at a conference, which I speak at once a month in Los Angeles. And I'm a huge proponent of your client base. They're more interested about you than they are about the houses. And if you can find commonalities, like I like rave music, right? So I have a very big kind of client base that are music based. You talk about hiking. Hang on one second. Hey guys. Can you put the dogs back in the cage?
I think they're in trouble.
Sorry, Friday afternoon, my kids just got home from school. Life continues.
That's no problem. I sent everybody away, so I don't have to worry about it. So, yeah, but I mean, to me, I've been around agents my whole life. I've seen the way that they've done business for a long time. And we are basically we've conceptualized Premo to basically be the beginning of a solution to change not only the outdated value prop that agents have, but the public image crisis they have. The fact that they are marketing online, but they're just digital postcards, and it's just not, they don't understand. They're going to get passed by so quick. Yeah,
it's two-dimensional. Now, I went on your website, and if I was on the right website, it's still kind of under construction.
Right.
So
we have like a simple splash page.
How can people find examples of what you're talking about? Because frankly, here's the philosophy I have, and I'm sure there are many people across the country who have the same philosophy. I'm a huge proponent of the agents having the power and the agents being able to decide what marketing they want to use. And that
100%.
I personally believe agencies that spoon feed all their agents the marketing, of course there has to be some marketing from a company.
Of course.
But if all marketing is spoon fed, I think it will be the death of a lot of people in this industry, because with offers and the industry changing, the value add of an agent is, I believe, most clearly demonstrated through more sophisticated, educool and hip social media marketing. So I, as a broker and as an agent, I'm very, very interested in products like yours. So I'd love to be able to see some examples.
Well, you know what? We don't have anything out yet, for the simple fact that we actually just started coding in March. We took a long time to really develop a well-rounded product. I mean, when I first conceptualized this, it basically only helped listing agents and only probably about 60% of their business. Now we have a very well-rounded product that hits 3 major issues that we see with real estate agents. One, most have a CRM, but I would love to know what's the level of mastery they have on that CRM. Are they at 30%? Are they at 40%? Are they excited when they actually get, you know, a mail drip campaign to work? I mean, well, great. You have a CRM, but it doesn't work. Or the communication. You know, I remember I accidentally texted a client, and they were like a $3 or $4 million client, and I texted them something I was supposed to text my wife. And they were great-hearted about it and this and that. It wasn't that bad. It was it sounds worse than it was, but it's one of those things that between emails and the text and the this and the family and this and that, like, just, it's the user experience, whether you're a client or you're an agent in this industry, simply has to change.
I completely agree. Now, I don't know, which MLS system are you in?
Currently, we're just in CRMLS in Southern California.
Okay,
and that's where we're going to do our soft launches in Southern California. And that's where I'm from. It's where I have the most contacts. And I'm actually still an active agent down there. I actually just double-ended a piece of property I closed last week. So I'm still an active agent. So when agents do come and talk to the guys at the Premo booth, not only will you be talking about the type of tech that we're bringing, a lot of different things that we're trying to pull together to make agents more efficient and give their clients a standardized experience that they can create time and time again, over and over. But they're going to talk to guys that, I mean, we still sell real estate, you know, aside from all the selling and the Premo and the this, you guys, you know, any agent that comes to the Premo booth at the Startup Valley, you'll be able to sit there and talk real estate with them, like bombs, all of it, you know, everything. Ghosting, showed 30 homes to this guy and they literally disappeared, and the whole deal.
I have a question for you, which is,
Yes.
I know this is part of one part of another company's software. I'm not going to mention the company. I think some of the software is great, and I think other parts of it are outdated. I would love a place where I use Trello right now. I use Trello with clients. I love Trello. I think the UX is great. It's simple, straight to the point. I can attach whatever I want. I would love some kind of system where I can have a notice board or a collective notice board where I can talk to clients about projects, paperwork, what have you. Is Premo going to have that?
Well, it's interesting that you say it like that. I think we've conceptualized it a bit different, but there's going to be that collaboration element inside it.
Correct.
We also feel that that bringing more transparency and bringing more data to the client is what's going to give them a better experience. And I think that's why these internet companies that are starting to come in and do things a lot differently, and the IPO with Redfin, the whole deal is they're either going to commoditize agents where agents get a salary and then maybe a bonus based on their performance. I mean, I've dealt with a Redfin agent. She was great. Obviously wasn't as, as I say, as seasoned as an agent that, is definitely doing it the traditional way. And we just feel that giving agents the best possible way to technically kind of turn themselves into their own internet company will be the best way for them to build a business.
I mean, you're preaching to the choir here. I'm a massive advocate with PLG at the States, my company. Our belief is the agent is the star, and that we need to make our agents, or we suggest all agents, have a 360 digital persona as opposed to a two-dimensional realtor with an tag. Because I think those are the guys, no offense if you're watching, if you're one of them, but I think they are in danger of becoming commoditized. And I think we're at that crossroads in our industry of what is your value add? Where is the value add? So if you can add value to clients, I think it's phenomenal.
Yeah, and it definitely requires effort from the agent. The reason why we call ourselves a companion application, we didn't mean to, but it's kind of a new category, or at least we're trying to create a new category where it's a companion application, where what our applications do through desktop and mobile applications is it just makes you a more efficient or a better version of whatever agent you already are. We're very realistic about how real estate agents really roll. I mean, we're around them all the time. My brother's one. My mom, she still has her active license, and she's been licensed since 1979 in California. So I guess what I'm saying is we have a pretty good read on them and how they roll, and we're not trying to create anything that requires them 2 to 3 hours of extra work that they are not going to do during that week. We're not trying to change anybody. We're just trying to make them more efficient so they can save time, handle their clients in a more efficient way where the clients feel like they got some level of experience that was above and beyond probably anything they've had before. And then just kind of bring a human element into it where basically we want agents to be more old school, more them, just with a nice technology package wrapped around it. And then that's where we come in.
I absolutely love it. And I love that it's, you are a real estate professional making technology for real estate agents, as opposed to a technology company making products for real estate agents. There's a nuance there that's important.
And you know what? And maybe that's why there are a lot of different options, but it seems like nobody has really hit the nail on the head at scale, as far as we have 5% of the market, or at least the realtor market, which would be about 55,000. We have 55,000 agents nationally that are using this product and are getting similar results. And I think the reason why there hasn't been a company that's been able to come in, and by the way, we feel that we're building a brand that's built around making agents just better at what they do. That's why, we have the hashtag and the tagline, be social, be you, be a hashtag premo agent. It's because you're deciding to kind of take on this added work of really stepping up your game, making yourself transparent to your clients, and just really changing the way you do business. Because I think, like you were saying, the ones who are just going to continue to do it the same way, it's not that there's going to be some meteor that comes and they're gone. It's just going to be like 3, 4, 5 years of diminishing return. Yeah.
I think the dinosaurs became extinct once and they're going to become extinct again. No offense against dinosaurs.
Yeah. It's funny. I was going to do a Bill Nye volcano thing promo video, but we never got around to doing it. So.
Well, whereabouts in Southern California are you, Dallas?
Well, actually, I'm currently, I moved up to Sandpoint, Idaho about 1.5 years ago. It was just a solid family move. Like I have 120% support up here and there's no traffic. I'm 75 minutes away from an international airport. So I'm up here. But I have 2 co-founders. One's actually down in San Diego and the other one's in Colorado. So we're a scrappy little startup, but I think the concepts that we're working on, and we're not just trying to throw another product into the mix and just see how many people we can get to use it. We're genuinely trying to build out solutions for these problems that are not going to go away. They're just only going to get worse.
I agree. I'm very, very interested in the inner workings of Premo. So maybe offline, you and I can speak. I'm always looking to be an early adopter of products for PLG estates, where we're a boutique between 100 and 150 agents.
Right. Well, I'm familiar. I used to sell real estate in Beverly Hills once upon a time.
Oh, okay, great.
So,
Even though
for 9 months, and then I was tired of getting chewed on, so I was like, I gotta go. So it's brutal out there. It's like all these male and they're all female models, and I was like, there is no way, like this isn't happening.
Yeah, unless I don't know. I've managed to have survived this long. I don't think I'm going to be going anywhere. So if you are coming to Inman Connect in San Francisco, you'll be able to find Dallas and his booth. They're going to be there. Will you be giving demos of the product? I presume you will.
Yeah, we're gonna. We're still figuring out exactly how we want to present it, but we're definitely going to have some version of a demo there, and then we might have something else that's just kind of fun to play with. As far as like, we're working on Alexa skills and a lot of other things. So we might bring in Alexa. Yeah, but we're not really leading with that. We're just bringing it to play music. And then every now and then we'll ask it to do something for us. Just, to be fun with it. And to also let agents know that, like, we already have 4 or 5 different integrations and innovations that we want to build into Premo even after launch. So we're always going to continue to try to integrate things into our applications that allow us to not make it any harder to use, but it just gives the agents that much more value. And then also, we were selected for the New Kids on the Block pitch session. So I'll be up there Friday morning at 10 as well. So
awesome.
Yeah, if anybody sees us or sees me from this video, or if you see us at the booth or at Inman, just definitely come and say hi, because like I said, we can talk about pretty much anything real estate.
Would you do me a favor after we finish, Dallas? Would you tag this post where people can get a hold of you?
Sure.
My office is going to get a hold of you as well. I am already a big fan. I like it when the power is put back in the agent's hands and not in the hands of the man. This is a good thing. It's the punk rock kid in me. All right, so Inman Connect, we will see you there, everyone. It's going to be the first week in August. It's going to be ballistic. Get your tickets if you ain't got them. Don't think you can't afford them. You can't afford not to go. Because you're going to meet cool cats like Dallas and old cats like me. So, all right, everybody, thanks very much for a great live stream. Thank you so much, Dallas.
Thank you very much, Peter. I really appreciate it.
Oh, my pleasure. Have a great rest of your day and a great weekend.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.